Today we're going to be talking about the wonderful world of Snake Eyes Flamberge Dragon and why you need to make sure you have this card. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out more awesome content. So it was actually asked to talk about Flamberge Dragon a little bit more in depth because a few people still don't understand the interactions and things as to why more people are approaching this as a potential pickup going forward here as something that you want to make sure that you have post Phantom Nightmare. So Flamberge Dragon, you can target one face-up monster or in either graveyard and place it face up in its owner's spell and trap card zone as a continuous spell. That doesn't really matter all that much, but it does provide a little immediate spot removal. But during your opponent's turn, you can target one monster card treated as a continuous spell and special summon it to your field. Okay, well that's fine. Now this is the part that turns this card into a monster. If this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, you can special summon 2 level 1 fire monsters from your graveyard, and you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. So wait a minute, you're telling me that if I link summon Flamberge Dragon, it floats into 2 level 1 any fire monsters that I could have. That seems really good, right? And we showed you in the toys combo, you know, how crazy that this can actually be. Now, one of your immediate cards that does combo up with this is the Snake Eyes Ash. And this is going to be one of your beautiful targets that you can bring off of the Sinful Spoil spell card. But on normal or special, you can add a level 1 fire monster from your deck to your hand. Now, one of the biggest things that Konami needed to find out to make this card more busted was they needed to make a card like Populous, and we'll talk about Populous or Poppy here in a second. This card also says you can send 2 face-up cards you control to the graveyard, including this card, to special summon a Snake Eyes monster from your hand or deck, except for Ash. And you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. So keep in mind that with this card, you know, you just need one more card and you can turbo out Flamberge Dragon. Now, you already have 2 extremely good cards, and I mean, Ash isn't going to cost really anything to pick up. Flamberge Dragon is the thing that, you know, is the higher rarity here. Now, the thing that makes this all come together is Populous. It has Snake Eyes in the name. This card will be a secret rare 150% guaranteed. Alright, so if this is added to your hand, except by drawing it, you can special summon it. Hold up. So you're telling me on the normal summon or special of Snake Eyes Ash, I get to add a level 1 fire from my deck to my hand so I can add Populous, and then Populous will special summon itself? Yes. On normal or special summon of Populous, you can add a Snake Eyes spell or trap from your deck to your hand. So now I can go search for the Sinful Spoils and move on along my day. And then if this is sent to the graveyard, so if you trigger it off of Ash, you can target a fire monster in your graveyard and place it face up in the owner's spell and trap card zone as a continuous spell. So, it can crystallize itself as well. So, Snake Eyes Ash into Populous, special Populous, trigger search for Sinful Spoils spell, and trigger the Ash and this to make the Flamberge Dragon, and then another monster plus the Flamberge into a Link summon. Say we're going to make, you know, one of the Salamangreat Link 2s or some Fire Link 2 along the way, and then Flamberge Dragon triggers, makes Populous, and revives the Ash. Now you can make Promethean Princess into the Ambler Whale. Do you see how stupid good that this combo actually is for enabling the ideas behind this? And this is, I want to make the video here to go, hey, you know, you have this combo sitting in front of you. All right, Flamberge Dragons have been steadily rising, and it is by far one of the next meta things along the way here. You got to keep an eye on. But that's not all. Right? I brought some list here from the OCG to back this up, to kind of showcase, hey, we're not just talking on our butt here about Flamberge Dragon. There is something else to this. Now, this is the BLS tournament out of Hong Kong here, and you do see that this list is playing 2 copies of the Flamberge Dragon, and actually, crazily enough, this list is actually maximizing on triple copies of Ash and triple copies of Populous, which is actually kind of important. All right, you want to, considering the fact you're playing a pure Snake Eyes deck, you're going to have to play the little bit of the extra sauce to kind of help out with the deck. Now, keep in mind, they have Bonfire. We will have Bonfire by the time we get Populous, because we do get Bonfire in February, so keep that in mind. We will be seeing this, but in terms of your immediate power-ups, this is one of the decks that you'll be able to take full advantage of. And the fact that the Flamberge Dragon does not lock you at any point, like post-combo. You also do, so we do play the one-jet Synchron. Most of your Synchros, are obviously Borreload Baron and Herald. So you've got a lot of choices available to you for which paths that you necessarily want to go down out here. So, keep that in mind. Also, you do see the Salamangreat. Maybe picking up a Ghost Rare of that. I think Konami did plan ahead knowing that people wanted to pick that up. So they did print that as a potential pickup. I will say it, sometimes Konami does have the foresight to look ahead here and go, this was a good Ghost Rare. People just don't realize it yet, and it did plan itself out. Also keep in mind, we do play the one Snake Eyes field spell in here. Gotta love other higher rarity stuff. But this is a pure Snake Eyes list to give you an idea of what you're going to be doing with this. Now let's get into the world of Fire Kings, because Fire Kings are supposed to be the next best deck, post-structure deck, right? Like, what are we doing in these builds, with Flamberge Dragon? But once again, straight off the bat here, you do see that we are playing Triple Ash, 2 Populous, 1 Flamberge Dragon. So good news. If you were wanting to approach the particulars of this list, you only need 1 Flamberge Dragon. Also, only 1 Diabellstar. No matter how you look at this, you are going to need the Sinful Spoils Wanteds, because they bridge all of this together. Also, interesting note, Bill only playing the 1 copy of Garunix, which is kind of interesting. The build did grind out against a lot of stuff. I also see that we are playing the Salamangreat Link 4 in here with double Promethean Princess. That might also be another pickup that you might want to consider having, just as, the fire targets do kind of extend out here. I also love the link for Zealantis down there as well. Okay. Next list that we have here is, we once again, look, 1 Flamberge Dragon. Now, this is out of the exact same tournament, by the way. So, both first place and second place both opted to play the one of Flamberge Dragons, which actually is pretty straightforward. I definitely do like that you are seeing the variety of these kind of be present here, at least in terms of whatever, you want to have. Also, 2 Ash, 2 Populous. Okay, so you're getting kind of like the best of both worlds. I will also say that this list was only playing 2 Wanted, and it was able to get to a second place. So that means that you are able to shave off a little bit of value if you were trying to, transition this list to the TCG. That's actually kind of nice to see that you can get away with, at least competitively, a different change in the number of that. Okay. And then, of course, our last list here, out of 3rd and 4th, out of that exact same tournament, we still see the 1 Flamberge Dragon. If this doesn't prove the fact that, like, most of these lists are going to be focusing on 1 Flamberge, that it should be relatively okay to have. All right. There were some other builds in the earlier stages that were trying to play 2 Flamberge, just in case, you do happen to see it somewhere along the way that you don't want to see it. But I feel like you do add in to the brick side of things. And we also have another build playing 2 copies of the Sinful Spoils Wanted. That's crazy that you're seeing those differences in numbers. Amazing. So, what do you guys think about picking up Flamber's Dragon with the future of the meta coming down the pipeline here. Please leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, and I'll see your beautiful faces back here in the day, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.